Dalinar 101 here. Quick overview of the changes for Prot Paladin in Season 3 of The War Within. So first of all, we're going Lightsmith instead of Templar. We'll likely be dropping Eye of Tyr entirely, but that's due to shake out throughout the season. It depends on how much you feel like you need defensiveness. If you're in Priory and you're going a certain route, you might feel like Dalcry needs Eye of Tyr for survivability. Other dungeons, you may feel like it's overkill. Our major defensives this season that we'll be relying on are Guardian of Ancient Kings, Ardent Defender, and Divine Shield. And the thing that you need to get used to is using Guardian of Ancient Kings kind of on cooldown rather than for big, scary moments. Just when you need a defensive, just use it. Same with Divine Shield. When you need a defensive, just use it rather than thinking of it as an emergency button. It's just a button to be used. Especially Lay on Hands is now a button not to be so afraid of using. And the reason why that is because Lightsmith has us running Laying Down Arms. So, why is Guardian of Ancient Kings something we're going to be pressing more often? Well, we're running a pretty aggressive build here where we're spending a lot of Holy Power. We're spending Holy Power for many reasons. One, it does damage and we need to heal ourselves. But sometimes we'll be spending Holy Power just because, so that we can get stacks of Divine Guidance. Divine Guidance, when used properly, will do so much damage. This is not a great example, but it will do a lot of damage if you use it right. It stacks up to 5 times, making your next consecration empowered significantly. So if you're tracking your Holy Power usage, you can get a lot of damage and a lot of healing out of Divine Guidance, making sure you don't overcap and waste when you spend. Our tier set is also giving us lots of free uses of Shining Light. We're getting Shining Light a little extra because of Lightsmith and some of the synergies there. So we're getting Shining Light quite a lot, which means free Word of Glory. So between the free Word of Glory casts and spamming Shield of Righteous, you'll have lots and lots of stacks of Divine Guidance, and you need to be sending that pretty proactively as a large damage source. This is a PTR, and I didn't have my weak auras that I have on live, but when I use Divine Guidance on live, I do a lot of damage. It'll be like 12% of my overall damage, doing hundreds of millions of damage. It also does a lot of healing, and it's smart healing, so it'll heal allies and yourself in really key and important moments. Sacred Weapon and Holy Bulwark are really powerful. Sacred Weapon does a lot of damage because of our tier set's extra ability, giving us lesser weapons. You'll see that your damage is quite substantial, actually, even more so than Templar. And one of the benefits of running Lightsmith is we're also getting the defensiveness of Holy Bulwark, which goes on us and other allies. And it's also more Absorb Shield than we're seeing from Templar, which is great. Right, so we're getting more damage and more healing this season from these abilities. And Sacred Weapon, even from our lesser Sacred Weapon, is providing healing just like regular Sacred Weapon through that cool ability of Tempered in Battle, which has been kind of rebalanced again just a little bit. It's a little bit better than it was at the beginning of Season 2 when it kind of got nerfed into the ground. It's a little bit back. It's not as good as it was in Season 1 of War Within, but it's definitely a bit better. And lesser weapons are able to proc that redistribution of health below 40% and kind of saving your life there. So, yeah, there's a lot of talent tree kind of wiggle room here this season because we don't have to run Inmost Light and possibly even Eye of Tyr at all. And so it gives us a lot of space to pick up things to play with. Inspiring Vanguard, Moment of Glory perhaps, Uther's Council. There's so many options to choose from of things that will, give you extra synergy this season. And a big part of this build is just be as aggressive as possible, because Avenging Wrath also comes off cooldown sooner by spending Holy Power. The more Holy Power you spend, the faster your major cooldowns come off cooldown as Prot Paladin. So you're really incentivized to spend, and you want to get rid of your stacks of Shining Light. You can use those by healing allies or healing yourself. And you know, it's good to keep Word of Glory casted consistently anyway, to keep your faith in the light up, giving you so much block. So it's just a really aggressive, really active build, a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see how far Prot Paladin gets this season. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments below. I'm streaming often. I stream almost every day at Dalinar101 on Twitch, so you can always stop over there and ask me any more questions. And of course, my opinions on the spec and the specifics about the talent tree will update throughout the season. And I hope to see you in Season 3 of The War Within.